thanks to Akhil Chitre, who has taken the initiative to conduct such program. And this is what we need. In fact, when I was an industry minister, once I had been to European countries also. So while having a discussion with all public sectors, I said everyone has got a certain relationship with the other one. Today there are people from the communication. Yesterday while speaking to him, I just said, just look back in the history. It started from Shiva Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Now when he conquered the forts or when he reached the forts, the cannons were fired. And when the cannons were fired, by the sound, our soldiers used to come to know that he has reached safely at the other end. It's a communication. So this a basis communication. आणि ह्या कम्युनिकेशनमध्ये मी दोन्ही तिन्ही भाषेत या कम्युनिकेशन बरेच जण कॉर्पोरेट सेक्टरचे असतील. मेनी ऑफ द पीपल मस्ट हॅव बिलॉंगिंग टू कॉर्पोरेट सेक्टर. बट देन in communication, we lack communication. This is what happens in everywhere. I was working in a communication department and I used to ask them what exactly is doing. Do you communicate with each other or not? So they themselves do not. Likewise, there is a lot of miscommunication or no communication between the government, between the executives, between the parliamentarians, even the judiciary. Everybody interprets with his own ideas. What he said. So this is like an elephant. One who touches an elephant and says this is what the interpretation of that law. So inference is drawn as per his knowledge, his capacity, his whatever he has adapted from that, he has understood from that. But the fact remains, here in communication the days have changed. After every second, I say second, in this technology, huge changes are taking place. When I was just studying in engineering, I was never ever felt that nanotechnology will come. When being an engineering student or working in a communication department, I never ever thought that a nanotechnology will come, macro-technology will come, never ever. So days have changed. We have to understand that. And in between that, there are companies who are creating hardwares, we are manufacturing softwares. Now there is the problem. When I was a minister, I once met Narendra Modi ji and asked him, sir, our old traditional telecom sector is now going back. What exactly we needed? We were manufacturing telephone instruments. So we had ITI companies, Indian telecom industries were there. And I told them, why not utilize this to manufacture the hardwares? Maybe mobile, maybe computers. We have infrastructure, everything is available. But the mentality of the bureaucrats, I'm saying it on record, is such that, anything you suggest, they will never ever accept it immediately. And even if they accept it, they will not implement it in the way you wanted to implement it. And that is what the advantage of the private sectors. Private sectors, they take a decision and implement immediately. This is what happens it is definitely, it is the other way happening in the government. They'll take a decision, but they will not implement it. Whereas in corporate sector, you take a decision and you implement immediately. मला आज असं वाटतं की ह्या सगळ्या गोष्टीत अखिल तुझं मी काल कौतुक केलंय. मला मनावंच वाटतं की काय नवीन प्रकार केला. पहिल्यांदा आधी तुम्हाला सगळ्यांना धक्का बसला असेल. शिवसंचार सेना. सेना म्हटलं आता युनियन आली काय इथे. नॉट अ युनियन. तुम्हाला युनियन करण्याचा प्रश्न आहे. तुमची युनियन करण्याचा विषय आहे. तुम्ही सगळे एकत्र यावेत म्हणून ही संचार सेना आहे. म्हणून हा संचारलेला आहे की तुम्ही सगळे एकत्र आले पाहिजेत या क्षेत्रातील लोक. आणि या क्षेत्रातील लोकांनी एकत्र येऊन सरकारला सांगा तुमच्या स्वतःच्या क्षमतेवर ताकदीवर आपण एक उभारू. पण यामधून आपला देश पुढे गेला पाहिजे. आज घडतंय असं की माझा थोडासा कन्सर्न आहे तो सांगतो तुम्हाला. When I speak about the employment, generation of employment, how you generate the employment. Look what is happening at presently. Look at Infosys, look at Wipro, look at TCS, even Amazon. Large number of employees have been retrenched. And jobless youth of the country is a serious problem. The basic problem of the country is the population. What we think, we think about what US is doing, what the European countries are doing. What is the population of the US? 36 crores. You are having 4 times than that. 140 crores. Think of it. So only technology will not give bread to you. How to create an employment out of that? That is what is my concern is that. Whatever you do, you may earning money is not an offense. कोई पैसा कमाते तो गुनाह नहीं होता, अच्छी बात है. Wealth is also, to have a wealth is also a good thing. But out of that wealth, what I deliver to the society. माझी कंपनी मोठी झाली म्हणजे कशाने मोठी झाली? इकॉनॉमिकली, फायनान्शियली. पण मनुष्यबळाच्या संदर्भातली तुमची कंपनी किती वाढली? ॲटोमायझेशन आहे, तुम्ही काय अवॉइड नाही करू शकत ते, कारण तुम्हाला त्याच्या वेगाबरोबर जायचं. यू हॅव टू ॲक्सेलरेट, नॉट ओनली विथ द वेलोसिटी, कॉन्स्टंट वेलोसिटी यू कॅन रन. You have to accelerate along with the world. And while acceleration, the accidents are all going to take place also. Which accidents are taking place right now in the world also right now. These are the accelerations of the human greed for power. So I feel overall what basic is required is that communication between the people. वंदनीय शिवसेना प्रमुख बाळासाहेब ठाकरे छान म्हणायचे संवाद साधा, हाथ जोड़ून लोकांकडनं विनवणी काम करा, नमस्कार करके काम कर लो. अगर नमस्कार से काम नहीं होता है तब चमत्कार करो हाथ खोल के. तो चमत्कार की जरूरत नहीं लगनी चाहिए, चमत्कार की जरूरत नहीं लगनी चाहिए, नमस्कार से काम होना चाहिए. और हम एक दूसरे की वेदना को अगर समझ पाए तो समझ लेना कि कम्युनिकेशन प्रॉपर है. अगर हम आपकी वेदना हम नहीं समझ पाएंगे, हमने ऐसा होना चाहिए, तो मैं क्या समझते हैं बिजनेस करने के लिए मुझे क्या तकलीफ हो रही है, तो आपकी तकलीफ आपको पता है, मेरी तकलीफ मुझे पता है, लेकिन दोनों एक दूसरे को अगर समझ के लिए तो आगे बढ़ सकते हैं. और मुझे लगता है इस क्षेत्र में आप ये आगे बढ़े. जितनी भी कंपनियां यहाँ आई हैं सभी कमी, एयरटेल होगा, वोडाफोन होगा, जियो भी होगा, जियो और जीने दो होगा, तो जियो और जीने दो होना चाहिए सबको. सो दैट इज व्हाट आई फील वी शुड. जियो और जीने दो ये काम है. और अखिल चित्रे जी, आप और आपके सारे सहयोगों को बहुत तहे दिल से सब अभिनंदन करता हूँ. पीपल may not have thought ever that Shivsena can conduct such programs. So this is what you have launched today. I appreciate it. I heartily congratulate you, and I wish all the best to go ahead with all the get success in your endeavor. This is the endeavor. It's not just a joy. I wish a grand success in your endeavor. Thank you so much. Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra.
हे आहे देशातील नंबर 1 न्यूज नेटवर्क आणि आपण पाहत आहात TV9 मराठी, एकमेव.